Hey everyone, welcome to the Tech Seeking Human podcast. And on today's episode, I'm going to be interviewing a robot. Are you okay if I interview you and publish your responses?
Yes. You may interview me and edit my responses as you see fit. I am here to assist and provide information to the best of my abilities.
Excellent, excellent. Have you heard of the Tech Seeking Human podcast?
As a language model developed by OpenAI, I do not have personal experiences or access to the internet. I was trained on a large dataset that includes text from a variety of sources. But I am not aware of specific podcasts like Tech Seeking Human.
Why are you so popular all of a sudden?
AI language models like me have become increasingly popular in recent years due to advances in natural language processing and machine learning. The ability to generate human-like text has numerous applications. Additionally, the availability of large amounts of training data and computing power has made it possible to train models like me to high levels of accuracy and fluency. The increasing popularity of AI language models is also due to the growing demand for conversational AI solutions in various industries and the need for automation in various tasks.
What industries are most likely to adopt AI language models?
Including customer service. AI language models can be used to develop chatbots and virtual assistants to provide quick and efficient customer service. Healthcare. AI models can assist doctors and healthcare professionals by summarizing medical records, generating treatment plans, and answering patient queries. Finance. AI models can be used for financial analysis and forecasting, and fraud detection. Marketing. AI models can be used for content creation, customer segmentation, and personalization. E-commerce. AI models can assist with product recommendations, chat support, and order processing. Education. Content creation, and personalized learning. Legal. Contract review, and research. These are just a few examples. And the adoption of AI language models is expected to grow in many other industries as well.
If the AI models continue to grow, won't that eliminate human workers?
The growth of AI models may lead to some job displacement in certain industries, as automation and machine learning technologies become more advanced. However, it is important to note that AI models are not intended to completely replace human workers, but rather to augment and improve their work. AI models can help humans by performing tasks that are time-consuming, repetitive, or dangerous, freeing up time and resources for more creative and strategic work. Additionally, software engineering and AI ethics. It is also worth noting that while AI models may be able to perform some tasks better and more efficiently than humans, there are still many tasks that require human judgment, empathy, and creativity that AI models are not yet capable of performing. Therefore, it is unlikely that AI models will completely replace human workers in the near future.
Speaking of empathy, do you think your answers are biased?
As an AI language model, I do not have personal opinions, feelings, or biases. However, the training data that I was trained on may contain biases that are reflected in my responses. This is a well-known issue in the field of AI and natural language processing, and efforts are being made to address it by including more diverse training data and by developing algorithms that can detect and mitigate biases. It is important to note that my responses are generated based on patterns in the text I was trained on, and that I may not always provide the most accurate or appropriate answer. For this reason, it is important to critically evaluate the information I provide and to consider additional sources of information as needed.
What data were you trained on if you have no access to the internet?
My training data has a cutoff date of 2021, which means that the text I was trained on was collected up until that year. This means that I may not have the most up-to-date information on certain topics and that my knowledge of current events may be limited. However, I have been trained on a large and diverse dataset that includes information on a wide range of topics, so I can still provide helpful answers on many subjects.
So I assume you can't really talk about COVID vaccines.
As a language model trained on data with a 2021 cutoff, however, I can provide general information on how vaccines work, their benefits and potential side effects, and the scientific consensus regarding their safety and efficacy. I would advise you to consult more recent and reliable sources for information on the current state of COVID-19 and its vaccines, as the situation is rapidly evolving and new information is being discovered all the time.
Okay, sounds like a pretty political response, but can you tell me what came first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken and egg paradox is a classic example of a philosophical conundrum that has been debated for centuries. The question of which came first, the chicken or the egg, is often used to illustrate the problem of causality, or the relationship between cause and effect. In a biological sense, the egg came first. According to the theory of evolution, birds evolved from reptiles and the egg came first as a means of reproduction. Over time, Some birds develop the ability to hatch their eggs and care for their young. However, the question can also be seen as a metaphorical one, asking about the origin of life more broadly. In this sense, there is no definitive answer and it is a matter of personal belief and interpretation.
Do you think the universe really goes on for infinity?
As an AI language model, I do not have personal beliefs or opinions. The answer to the question of whether the universe goes on forever is still a matter of scientific speculation and there is currently no definitive answer. There are several theories about the nature of the universe, including the idea that it is infinite and goes on forever, and the idea that it is finite and has an edge or boundary. Each of these theories has its own scientific evidence and limitations, and the true nature of the universe is still a subject of ongoing research and debate among scientists and cosmologists. It's worth noting that our current understanding of the universe is limited by the technology available to us, and new discoveries and technologies may help us gain a better understanding of the universe in the future.
But it's pretty clear that the world isn't flat, right?
Yes. It is widely accepted among the scientific community that the Earth is not flat, but is instead an oblate spheroid shape, meaning it is slightly flattened at the poles and bulges at the equator. This shape has been confirmed through a variety of methods, including satellite imagery, ground-based observations, and the measurement of gravity. The idea that the Earth is flat has been discredited for centuries and is not considered a credible scientific theory. The evidence overwhelmingly supports the fact that the Earth is a planet that orbits the Sun and has a spherical shape. The scientific consensus on this issue is strong and well established.
Is there a question I really should be asking you?
That depends on what information or knowledge you are seeking. As an AI language model, I have been trained on a wide range of topics and can provide information and answers on many subjects. If there is something specific you would like to know more about, feel free to ask and I will do my best to provide a helpful response.
Well, thanks for being part of the interview. Where should people go to subscribe to the Tech Seeking Human podcast?
I'm glad I could be part of the interview. To subscribe to the Tech Seeking Human podcast, you can check popular podcast platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts. You can also visit the website or social media pages of the podcast to find information on how to subscribe and stay updated on new episodes.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could assist. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask.
Well, there you have it. That's ChatGPT on Tech Seeking Human. Interesting conversation. The world's gone crazy with ChatGPT right now, and you can see why. Some of the responses are amazing. I personally have played with the photo generation as well as voice chat, and I think we're on the verge of something quite cool.
I'm glad I could be part of the interview. To subscribe to the Tech Seeking Human podcast, you can check popular podcast platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts. You can also visit the website or social media pages of the podcast to find information on how to subscribe and stay updated on new episodes.